So starting the test drive in this RAV4 XSE, this is a very interesting vehicle. And I say that to say that the powertrain here, it's quick, but highly efficient. You're getting all-wheel drive in a small SUV that's getting 43 miles per gallon city, 37 highway. And that is just downright impressive. And it's very comfortable as well. Even on this, you know, it's a smoother stretch of roadway, but it's still very smooth coming down the road here. I wouldn't expect that necessarily, but the ride is really good. Again, this is on 20-inch alloy wheels, so I would expect a bit of a rougher ride, but I'm not sensing that so far. Now, one thing I will say that kind of caught me off guard is the space in here. I'm 6'3", and the space in here is pretty good, but I feel like I can't get the seat as low as I usually like it to be. So that's the only issue I kind of have with the vehicle. And I mean, it's really nothing. I can still fit in here, I can still drive it. I just like sitting lower in the seat, and this is about as low as the seat will go. And I have good headroom, but I just feel like my head's kind of closer to the roof. I think the biggest issue is probably going to be because of the sunroof. So if this didn't have a sunroof, I'd probably have more headroom. So just something to keep in mind. Usually when I have a moonroof or a sunroof, it's not that noticeable to me in terms of the space I get. But here, it's pretty noticeable. Now, in terms of the interior, I think they did a really good job with this. The screen is very easy to control, especially from this home page. Your audio's here. If you want to get to your CarPlay, Android Auto, that's there. And then on top of that, if you want to change your drive mode, it's very easy to do. Heated, cooled seats, everything is where it's supposed to be. Even though there aren't buttons for everything, it still feels like there are buttons where they're supposed to be. I don't have to go into a screen or X out of this, that, and whatever to get to all the important things. Like the newer steering wheel setup as well. The drive modes, again, I like that you can either go in here to do that, or you can just hit the button right here and activate that. And the animations are really neat as well. It's a RAV4. It's not a lot to complain about if you're in this segment. It drives well, it's very fuel efficient, and it has a lot of usability as well. And honestly, these seats are pretty comfortable too. I like the kind of suede inserts. Those are really nice. And then having the soft text as well. It's a nice combo. And having the heated, cooled seats, especially on a muggy, humid day like today, is a really nice touch. But I think Toyota really did a good job kind of stepping their game up. The redesign is fantastic, I think, compared to the older body style. And the older body style was still pretty nice. But this feels futuristic, like with the new Camry, like with the new CHR. They're kind of going towards that, I guess, whatever that, I always forget, that Toyota, the EV model, that one, that's what everything's starting to look like, but in a good way. I'm gonna put it into sport mode now. Yeah, when you have it in sport and you give it throttle coming out of a corner, the torque from the electric motors, you feel that. It just feels like a turbo. And yeah, it's very fun, very nice. Gonna give it a pull here getting on the interstate. Here we go. Yeah, that's very impressive. I probably could have made this gap, but this is yeah, it's quick. It really is. It's a quick vehicle. Now I want to give one more thanks to John Roberts Toyota here in Manchester, Tennessee for allowing me to review this RAV4 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now this is a, you know, it has a lot of features here. It looks good. For a little over $46,000, I think it's impressive for what you get. If you want something that's sporty, that feels top of the line, has all the amenities, this is a good way to go. But the ride quality, the sound acoustics, everything in here is really nice. The wind's not blowing too hard now, but still, wind noise in here is great. Road noise, not noticeable for me, even with these 20s. If you know what to listen for, then yeah, you can hear it pretty much on any vehicle, but this is impressive for, again, a Toyota RAV4. It's not gonna drive like a Mercedes, but I mean, that's not what you're looking for if you're getting one of these. So there's a reason it's one of the best-selling SUVs basically of all time, and it's because it's easy to drive, relatively smooth, relatively controllable. Most people that are in this segment want something that's a little fun, still somewhat practical, and in this XSE trim with the hybrid all-wheel drive, something that is you know, a little capable in the sense of going off-road or, you know, light trails, whatever it is. But I think they knocked it out of the park with this screen. Again, Toyota has always kind of been more, I guess they've always been on the late side when it comes to updating infotainment systems in terms of something that feels modern, that has all the newest tech. And this still feels modern while not feeling overwhelming like a lot of these newer vehicles are that have these screens, especially when the HVAC controls are there. But 10 out of 10. It's a RAV4, and as much as things change, they stay the same here. So this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 RAV4 XSE.